Alright, here we are in the 6th round, and this is a really cool strat. I really like the idea of this one. Let me get rid of this demo UI. So, in a natural default on train, you either have a 2-1-2, or a 2-2-1, or a 1-2-2. Like, really, like, train really doesn't matter. It's just like you're looking for picks at all the chokeholds, like ladder chokehold, T middle chokehold, and Ivy chokehold at the beginning of the T rounds. Usually people will pair smokes and mollies and flashes to like aid them with getting try to get into a 45 situation, right? So Glaive's understanding of this meta, it's like I really like this strat because what he does is he just kind of like nullifies T middle for the beginning of the round, and he's just like we're gonna work a 3-2. 3 go towards Ivy, 2 go towards inside for the usual like box hall control, white halls control, whatever you guys want to call it, tons of names for it. And then one above ladder, and one's towards like the halls. While they're just controlling the inside, they actually one of them get a really good spam shot through a smoke, which is just unfortunate for the CTs, but it's necessary because it puts them in a 4-5 situation, and usually most teams are taking inside control anyway before they decide to execute somewhere else. But my main interest in this round is the fact that he sends 3 towards Ivy at the beginning, and what they do is they send 3 Ivy quick to get a pick, and they snap rotate off of it. So that like 2 players instantly go back towards T middle, and the 1 player with the op just like stays there towards Ivy, and then 2 are still inside. And this puts them in a 4-5 situation with like lots of map control as far as you can go, because like realistically the T can only go about that far on most of the map to control early into the round. Everything else is CT sided, so you're looking for picks. A really good round. I'm gonna start resuming it here in a second. But I love the idea of this. I don't like the mid-game call, though. The mid-game call is 4 people walk towards Ivy. The problem with that is that it's such a chokehold, and the FaZe actually almost recovers here because of it. I'd much rather see if it's 5 versus 3, like 5 go inside, or just kind of like 5 come out towards T middle with smokes of some kind. And there's a spam shot inside, and the device gets the pick, and then both the rifles snap rotate off. Like literally snap rotate off. I think device goes towards T middle, so maybe the rifle towards Ivy. But literally not a pre, like he's usually the defaulter towards Ivy in general, so he just stays there and puts pressure and lurks. And we'll keep on watching this round out, but Glaive decides to send all 4 players towards Ivy, which I disagree with. But the round works out in their favor. He has a good idea, I think, because like when you're up this many numbers, you want to do a domino effect with trades, because you really can't lose if you just trade players off, especially when you hear 2 ops going off, or at least 1 op going off. It's really hard for an op to get more than 1 kill if you're just like paired up together and you're up close on him. So that might have been what his mentality was, is that if the opper's not going to come challenge towards Ivy, then we can just come out Ivy and get up closer than we can anywhere else, since they have. But the only problem is that they have so much smoke still that they could have literally just tossed 5-6 E-box smoke, go inside together, or 5-6 E-box smoke, go outside together. Really just kind of like annihilating the op setup and then just trading off. But they kind of made the noise here too, so it's just, and the op's gonna take them apart. Nico kind of goes off a little bit, but I really think this is avoided if they go somewhere else on the map. But I mean, there's just so much faith in Device here, just to like come out and just destroy everything. It's quite amazing how good Device is on train. Let's play the end of the round very well though. So it's a good round by them, and I love that 3-2 setup. I hope more players start doing that, because not many teams CT side on their first round, or not the first round, or like the 6th, 7th round, even the first round as well, are going to push into T middle. They're going to want to play like their standard defaults most of the time, like a little bit aggressive towards E-box maybe, but not into T middle, so they can make that play valuable. Really cool round by them.